And out in the center of the field, the Cyborg Mustangs were doing the happy dance. And with the results of that last match, Blue Alliance is the winner. Well, excuse me, Red Alliance. I was a little late looking at that screen. Red Alliance is the winner. Red Alliance 235, Blue Alliance 185.
Going into match 67, our first Red Alliance team, it's number 4496.
Sponsored by the Intel Matching Grant Program, Boeing, Home Depot, and Subaru Superstore Chandler, with students from Perry High School in Gilbert, Arizona. It's the Sonoran Storm Robotics team.
In the middle lane for the Red Alliance, it's Team 2840.
Sponsored by and with students from the Phoenix Country Day School out of Paradise Valley, Arizona, it's the Blue Tide.
Our final Red Alliance team, number 1492.
Sponsored by Microchip Technology, UTC Aerospace Systems, Burns & McDowell, Intel, Industrial Metal Supply, and Salt River Project. This is a community team out of Tempe, Arizona. They are Team Caution.
Our first Blue Alliance team, number 6479.
Sponsored by NASA, BAE Systems, Integrated Device Technology, Jans Inc., Copper State Bolt and Nut from Corona del Sol High in Phoenix. It's Aztec.
In the middle lane for the Blue Alliance, we have Team 3577.
Sponsored by LSW Engineering, MC Engineering Notre Dame Preparatory, with students from Notre Dame Prep. In Scottsdale, it's Saints Robotics.
Our final Blue Alliance team, number 3, 3, 2, 1!
Sponsored by the Resolution Copper Company and the Science Foundation Arizona, with students from Superior Senior High School in Superior, Arizona. It's Superior Robotics Team.
Thumbs up from the FDA, thumbs up from our refs. We got 4 closed gates, pilots inside their airships. Drivers, get behind your lines. Let's count this down in 3, 2, 1, go!
Match number 67 is underway. 64-79, Aztec for the Blue Alliance. Oh! Wasn't able to quite get that gear on far enough. Red Alliance jumps out in front, scoring that gear during autonomous. 1492, team caution for the Red Alliance down in their loading zone. 2 other Alliance partners now scurry on down to the loading zone. Blue Alliance bots. 64-79, Aztec now coming down to their load zone. Here comes their partner. It's Superior Robotics out in the center of the field, trying to work their way down to the load zone. As 44-96, Sonoran Storm tries to get a gear loaded onto the pin just to have it fall off onto the field. Pilots have to lift those very gingerly in order to get them to make it up all the way into the airship. 2840. Red Alliance robots, 3 of them now, all down in their Blue Alliance airship side of the field. Here come the Blue Alliance bots back into the neutral zone. 2840 once again. Here we got a gear going up on the Red Alliance side of the field. They've got, and the fuel now coming down. Red Alliance gets that 3rd rotor turning on their airship. Jumping out in front of the Blue Alliance as we enter the end game. Here's where that Blue Alliance can catch up. 64-79, that's Aztec. They're climbing. Caution for the Red Alliance. Climbing and scoring. Blue Alliance, 35-77. Saints Robotics, they're going up. They got the double now. Within 15. And time expires in match number 67. We'll have your final scores, and they'll go in the record books in just a moment. Here come the airships. Red Alliance out in front. Red Alliance 205. Blue Alliance 190.
Going into match 68, our first Red Alliance team, it's number 2449.
Sponsored by Orbital ATK, Industrial Metal Supply, Copper State Nut and Bolt, Port Plastics, and Southwest Safety Consultant. They're a community team from Chandler. They are Out of Orbit Robotics.
In the middle lane, we have Team 5101.
Sponsored by the Resolution Copper Company, Freeport McMoran, Johnson O'Malley program from San Carlos Secondary School. It's the San Carlos Braves Robotics team.
In the final lane for the Red Alliance, we have Team 1633.
Sponsored by General Motors, State Farm, First Solar, Tempe High Foundation, and Paul's Ace Hardware, as well as Port Plastics. With students from Tempe High, it's the RoboBuffs.
On the Blue Alliance, our first team's number 2375.
Sponsored by NRG, the Boeing Company, BAE Systems, and Arizona Taxpayer Credits, as well as orthotic specialists from Phoenix Union Bioscience High. It's Dragon Robotics.
In the middle lane, we have Team 2662.
Currently ranked in the 10th position, sponsored by Bechtel, Gatorade, and Winfield Livestock Transport out of Tolleson, Arizona, with students from Tolleson and University High Schools. It's the Robo Crew.
Our final Blue Alliance team, number 1726.
With students from Buena High School, sponsored by Northrop Grumman, Arizona Tax Credits, Arizona G&T Cooperatives, as well as Sulphur Springs Valley Electric out of Sierra Vista, Arizona. It's that nifty engineering robotics design squad.
All right, I got thumbs up from my ref, thumbs up from FTA. Pilots are inside their airships, gates are all closed. Drivers behind your lines, let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go!
We are off in action here at the Arizona West Regional. We're in the final matches. Blue Alliance and Red Alliance. Get that main rotor turning in autonomous. Red Alliance with a slight advantage. Blue Alliance bots shower the field with fuel. That's 2662, the Robo Crew. Robo Crew now trying to load that lower boiler. And their alliance partner in the load zone, trying to get another gear that they can take back as 1633, the RoboBuffs, drop that fuel down onto the field. 5101. Looks like they're working on that boiler down on the other end. Trying to get that fuel loaded in the low boiler. 5101 dropping that fuel in, trying to score for the Red Alliance. As 2375 for the Blue Alliance comes back in and is getting loaded in their loading zone. Out of Orbit Robotics trying to make their way with a little defense going on by the Robo Crew. Neither robot able to make it into their area. We've got a gaggle of robots now down back behind the red airship. Looks like we had 4 of the 6 robots all in one area. We are entering the end game. Pilots dropping those lanyards. Blue Alliance bots attempting to climb. 1726 is up for blue. 2375 is up for blue. Red Alliance bots trying to climb out of orbit. able to make it all the way up their tether. We'll have the final scores of match number 68 here in just a second. Blue Alliance looks like they are the winner. Blue Alliance 287, Red Alliance 111. Once again, I want to remind everybody we're playing up through qualification match number 77. At the end of that qualification match, we will prepare for the Alliance selections. At that time, we'll need one representative from every team down on the field to represent your team to see if you are selected to make it to the finals.
Going into match 69, our first Red Alliance team, it's number 6413.
Sponsored by General Motors, NASA, CISA Poeta Foundation, Tech Shop, Frontier of Funds, the Phoenix Community Development and Investment Corporation, as well as Arizona State University. This is a community team of all girls from Chandler, Arizona. It's Degrees of Freedom.
In the middle lane, our second Red Alliance team, it's 2403.
Sponsored by General Dynamics, Blue Media, SRP, the Mesa Public Schools, CTE, and the Boeing Company from Red Mountain High School in Mesa. They are Plasma Robotics.
Our final Red Alliance team, number 3187.
Sponsored by UTC Aerospace Systems, the Boeing Company, SolidWorks, and the employees of Microchip Technology from Arcadia High School, it's the Arcadia Titan Robotics team.
Our first Blue Alliance team, number 6372.
They're known as Chi-Squared Robotics. They hail from Gilbert, Arizona, and they have students from the Eduprise system.
In the middle lane, we have team 3019.
They're sponsored by the employees of Microchip Technology, Boeing, Scottsdale Unified School District, as well as Dunkin' Donuts. From Chaparral High in Scottsdale, it's the Firebirds.
Our final Blue Alliance team, it's number 3133!
Sponsored by the employees of Microchip Technology, the Simonsick family, Joe Kittlesrud, Hart and Russo families, and the Scottsdale Foundation for the Future. From Coronado High School, it's the Coronado Robotics Team. Well, we just had one of those little things we like to call opportunities pop up. We've lost power to the red side of the field. We found out the little culprit, the plug that came unplugged. We've re-plugged it in. Now we just need to reset that side of the field. So if our sound crew would like to play a little bit of dance music during this brief intermission, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, we want to let everyone know match number 68, there was a field fault, and match 68 will be replayed at the end of the qualification matches. So after match number 77, teams who were playing in match 68 will need to come back out onto the field and replay.
A robot. It very well may have hydraulic arms, a drivetrain, and a circuit board, but this isn't a robot. This is a lesson in humility, hard work, and collaboration. This is a CrossFit workout for the muscle upstairs. This is an apple for the next generation of Newtons. It's a lot of things, but this isn't a robot. This is a roadmap that leads straight to engineering. This is a rock to shatter 1,000 glass ceilings, a rope to pull a generation up and out of poverty, a sledgehammer to break down cultural barriers, and a universal language spoken in every nation on Earth. And because of that, this is a compass that can help point the way to peace. But please, don't think this is just a robot. This is Glastonbury for technology. This is mission control for the next moonshot. This is the Rosetta Stone to help translate the future. This is the sport that will help us win tomorrow. This is the software to program ourselves to cure cancer, build a clean engine, or step foot on Mars. But this isn't a robot. It's a machine to build the people who will change the world.
All right, got thumbs up from FTA, thumbs up from my refs. We got 4 closed gates. Pilots inside the air stations, drivers behind the lines. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go!
And after that brief intermission, we're back to action. Match number 69 here at the Arizona West Regional at Grand Canyon University. 3019 taking some shots on the high goal as the Red Alliance gets that gear up during autonomous. 2403 Plasma Robotics heading on down. 2 of the Blue Alliance robots now trying to load those gears up for their pilots. Red Alliance robot 6413 drops off a gear. That's Degrees of Freedom. They and their alliance partners coming back down now, trying to get in that load zone. There we go. Blue Alliance getting those rotors turning on their airship. Red Alliance, 2 rotors. Blue Alliance, 2 rotors. 3019 taking shots at that high boiler. 2403, Red Alliance drops off of gear, now trying to work its way back down. Coronado playing defense out in the neutral zone, trying to make those Red Alliance robots run around the long way as Degrees of Freedom once again drop off a gear, trying to sneak their way around, get down back to their own load zone, and they do. Make it past the Blue Alliance. 6372, Chi Squared, they're down in the load zone, and they're loaded up. They've got a gear, they're headed back to their airship. Chi Squared, a rookie team, doing a great job out there. We've entered the end game. Robots can now board the airships. Blue Alliance bot, 3019 on its way up. Red Alliance bot, 2403. 3187 for red. Oh no! 6372, that's Chi Squared. Drops down, we got a triple over on the Red Alliance side of the field. Almost had the double, but Chi took a tumble from all the way up. Final scores in that match, 69 are on their way. Red Alliance out front. Red Alliance 305 and Blue Alliance 145.
Going into match 70, our first Red Alliance team, it's 4-1-1-1.
With students from ASU Preparatory Academy Polytechnic in Mesa, Arizona, it's some assembly required.
In the middle lane for the Red Alliance, we have team 6352.
Their robot's name is Goddard. They're a family community team out of Peoria. It's the launch team. They're currently in 8th place.
Our final Red Alliance team, it's 5465.
Hailing from Chandler, Arizona, they're known as the Binary Bots.
On the Blue Alliance, our first team, it's 4841.
From Tucson, Arizona, Palo Verde High, it's Optimal Robotics.
In the middle lane for the Blue Alliance, we have team 4565.
From Mesa, Arizona, it's the Skyline Robotics team.
Our final Blue Alliance team, it's number 6674.
Currently in 10th position, it's the MIT Iron Eagles.
All right, Okay, I have a thumbs up from the FTA and from the ref. We got 4 closed gates, pilots inside the air stations, drivers behind the lines. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go!
Underway. 45-65, drops that gear down, gets it up, and takes some shots on the high goal. Both alliances score, get that main rotor during autonomous. getting those additional bonus points. 45-65 Skyline heading down to their load zone. Red Alliance robots now scurrying down to their loading zone, their side of the field. That's the launch team, along with their alliance partner, Binary Bots. 41-11, some assembly required. Looks like they're taking up guard duty in the center neutral zone. 45-65 Skyline makes it by into their load zone, trying to pick up another gear to take back to their airship. 90 seconds remaining, lots of time remaining in match number 70 as teams continue to load those gears in for their airships. Blue Alliance, 2 of their rotors turning. Red Alliance, 2 of their rotors turning. We're all tied up. Blue Alliance, 1 more rotor. Nice, easy, gentle turns. Gets that rotor turning. Blue Alliance now has 3 of their rotors turning. Red Alliance looking to get another gear down there. Trying to get that 3rd rotor on their airship turning. 45-65 coming in, trying to get that. Skyline Robotics trying to drop that gear off. Here comes another one on the opposite side. 63-52, the launch team dropping a gear in. 1 more gear, we're in the end game. 1 more gear, that's all they need to get that 3rd rotor in there. We are in the end game. 15 seconds. Nice, gentle, easy turns. There they go. Had me worried there. All tied up with 1 second. Oh! Blue Alliance pulls it out at the last second by getting that 2nd robot on board. We were all tied up with 1 second to go. And with the results of an exciting match number 70, Blue Alliance out in front. Blue Alliance 255, Red Alliance 205.
Going into match 71, our first Red Alliance team, it's 2840.
From Paradise Valley, Arizona, from Phoenix Country Day School, it's the Blue Tide.
In the middle lane for the Red Alliance, we have team 6479.
Their robot's name is Watchdog. They hail from Phoenix. They are Aztec.
Our final Red Alliance team, it's number 2375.
With 20 students from Phoenix Union Bioscience High, it's Dragon Robotics.
On the Blue Alliance, our first team, it's number 330.
Currently ranked in the number 1 position out of Hope Chapel Academy in Hermosa Beach, California, it's the Beach Bots.
In the middle lane for the Blue Alliance, it's team number 4146.
With students from Saguaro High and Scottsdale, it's SaberCat Robotics Team.
Our final Blue Alliance team, it's number 1212.
Out of Chandler, Arizona, Seton Catholic Preparatory, it's the Sentinels.
All right, got thumbs up for FTA, thumbs up from our ref. 4 closed gates, pilots inside their airships, drivers behind the line. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go!
We are off. 12-12 in for the Blue Alliance, 23-75 for Red. They got that gear up and in place. Beach Bots showering that upper goal with fuel. Red Alliance out in front. Blue Alliance dropping that fuel onto the field. Beach Bots once again trying to score up high with that shooter of theirs. Red Alliance robots working a little defense there, dropping all the fuel onto the field. Blue Alliance bot, 12-12, down in their loading zone, trying to pick up another gear. Here comes Dragon Robotics, 23-75. They pull out, trying to get in position. Got 2 Red Alliance robots there, trying to get in position to drop a gear down. Dragon, they've got loaded. They're loaded for gear, headed back to their own area. 64-79, Aztec trying to clear the fuel out of their load zone. It can make it difficult for your robot to get the gears. Red Alliance, 2 rotors turning. Blue Alliance, 3 rotors turning. Blue Alliance out ahead with a slight lead. Red Alliance trying to get another gear in position. We are in the end game. One of the robots lost a bumper. 64-79 Aztec. They will be turned off. 12-12 for Blue is on their way up. 3:30, the Beach Bots are on the climb. 28:40 for Red is on the climb. Beach Bots need to go up another inch. Oh! Red Alliance with the single, Blue Alliance with the single. And we're gonna have a final score here in just a moment. It's a close match. And with the results of match number 71, the Blue Alliance is out in front. Blue Alliance 200, Red Alliance 190. Once again, you can see those rankings next to the team numbers and those arrows showing whether or not the teams moved up, down, or stayed neutral in their current ranking. Up next, match number 72. Once again, we're going to play through match 77. Then we have one match we need to replay. That'll be match number 68. We'll play at the end. There'll be a very, very brief intermission while we set up the field for alliance pairings. Teams, you want to make sure you have a representative for your team down on the field. You don't want to miss out on being in the terrific 24. .330, looks like they got a yellow card. They entered the field prior to the green lights coming on. Hey, we've got some very special guests here today. Visiting us are the FLL Championship team from Me Inspired. We want to welcome them and thank them for coming out and seeing what happens, what they can do in a few short years when they join the FRC team. So thank you and welcome to the FFL Championship team. We also want to remind everybody that when you go into the pits, you need to wear the proper footwear. Please make sure you have closed-toe shoes. There's lots of sharp objects, and we'd hate for anyone to have an incident in the pits. So if you're out on the field or in the pit area, remember your safety equipment, your eye protection, and those closed-toed shoes.
Going into match 72, our first Red Alliance team, it's 2662.
Currently in the 8th position from Tolleson, Arizona, it's the Robo Crew.
In the middle lane for the Red Alliance, it's Team 1290.
Their robot's name is Steam Pup. They're out of Chandler. It's the Robo Wolves.
Our final Red Alliance team, number 3577.
Jeff is their robot's name. They hail from Scottsdale. They are Saints Robotics.
Our first Blue Alliance team's number 2844.
Their robot is named Stampede, and they are the Stampede Robotics team from Levine.
In the middle lane, we have Team 1726.
With 50 students from the Buena High in Sierra Vista, it's the Nerds.
Our final Blue Alliance team's number 4496.
With students from Perry High School in Gilbert, their robot's name is Eric, and they are the Sonoran Storm Robotics team.
All right, got thumbs up from my FTA and from my ref. We got 4 closed gates. Pilots are inside their airships. Drivers behind the line. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go!
1726 heads on in for the Blue Alliance, drops that gear off. Red Alliance doesn't look like they're going for that bonus point. And 1:35 left after that 15-second autonomous period. Blue Alliance out in front. Blue Alliance getting a couple more gears there. Here comes the Red Alliance, not to be outdone. Gears coming on in. 1726 for the Blue Alliance, trying to get down there. 1290 playing a little defense. That's the Robo Wolves. Nope, they're just headed towards their load zone. 2662 Robo Crew waiting their turn to load in. 1290 not moving. Drivers with their hands on their hips, no action. 4496 for the Blue Alliance coming down in their loading zone. And down comes the fuel onto the field. 2662, the Robo Crew, currently ranked number 8, dropping that fuel out onto the field. 64 seconds remaining. Blue Alliance out in front. They've got 3 rotors turning. Red Alliance
is geezed.
2662 now coming in, trying to get into their home zone. Another gear comes in for the Blue Alliance as we enter the end game. Lanyards being dropped. 4496 is up for Blue. Oh, they don't have the lever depressed. There we go. 1726. 4496 not able to depress that lever. 3577. There they go. Red Alliance gets the single. Blue Alliance got the double at the last second. Final scores are on their way. Match number 72 is going into the record book. Blue Alliance out front. Blue Alliance 255. Red Alliance 200. Once again, we encourage all of our visitors, if they have time to make it down to the pit area, we just ask you that you wear the proper